On January 1st, 2020, companies must comply with California's new landmark privacy law, the California Consumer Privacy Act, or CCPA as it's widely known. Now, why is it important for us to talk about the CCPA today when it doesn't come into effect until January 1st of 2020? It's important because the CCPA contains a 12-month look-back provision, which requires businesses to respond to any consumer requests for personal information collected or sold within the past 12 months preceding the consumer's verifiable request. As a result, companies must maintain accurate records of a consumer's personal information from January 1st, 2019 onward. Who is required to comply with the CCPA? The CCPA applies to for-profit businesses that do business in California, collect or receive personal information from California residents, and meet one or more of the following categories. The first category applies to companies with annual gross revenues of over $25 million. The second category covers companies that annually buy, sell, receive, or share for a commercial purpose the personal information of 50,000 or more consumers, households, or devices. Lastly, the third category includes any company that derives 50% or more of its annual revenues from selling consumers' personal information. Category 2 is likely to capture any company that conducts business online or through a mobile application. Take, for example, a company that runs an online blog that receives an average of 150 visitors per day. Over the course of 1 year, that will add up to more than 50,000 people. If the company's blog is collecting visitors' personal information, such as collecting individuals' IP addresses or browsing history through the use of cookies, then that company will fall within the scope of the CCPA. Where does the CCPA apply? The CCPA can be enforced against any organization anywhere. The Act does not require organizations to have a physical presence in California. It merely requires that companies do business in the state and meet one of the 3 threshold requirements. What are the penalties for not complying with the CCPA? The CCPA creates enormous liability for companies that fail to comply. The Act allows for fines up to $2,500 per violation or $7,500 per intentional violation, and the CCPA does not place a cap on the total amount of fines. To put this in perspective, a CCPA violation affecting 10,000 California consumers can result in a penalty of $25 million for an unintentional violation and up to $75 million for an intentional one. Further, according to a study conducted by IBM, you are more likely to suffer a data breach of at least 10,000 records than you are to catch the flu this winter. How can DPO Adviser help you achieve CCPA compliance? At DPO Adviser, we provide comprehensive CCPA compliance solutions and simplify the processes for responding to individual right requests for personal information. We work to understand clients' products and services and develop a compliance strategy that decreases risk around personal data and improves that data's value by making it more transparent, which enables clients to make more effective business decisions. With the 2020 deadline looming and customer attention to privacy growing, now is the time to get started on a robust CCPA-compliant privacy program. Contact us today to learn more about how we can help your organization achieve CCPA compliance. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for upcoming news and updates on CCPA compliance.